Hey everybody, I'm in my COVID-19 space. Got my stuff out on my bed. I should clean my room before I do these things. My mom would kill me, but we're going to do this anyways. Hey, we're dealing with Newton's second law again. Free body diagrams, kind of a review from what we left, and it feels like it's been a long time. So basically what we're going to do, I'm going to have you take notes on two scenarios. And I'll have two different videos. Scenario 1, Scenario 2, take notes on those. And then what I want you to do is take a picture of those notes, and I want you to post it to the homework assignment, and that completes your task for the day. I'll also follow up on that same day. Basically, it's a 2-day task. Another physics classroom item where you're working with a quantitative approach, quantitative approach. So I promised I would not do more than one video. So if this is just awful and I have trouble enunciating things, it is the way it is. So scenario 1, I've got all my forces. Well, actually, almost all my forces, but we can work through those. Let's remember how we calculate these. I've got a mass of 5 kilograms. It's being there's an applied force of 20 newtons to the right, and then 5 newtons opposing it, right, to the left. So if I've got 5 kilograms, my force of gravity is going to be equal to m, and we call it little g. That's 5 kilograms, right, times 10 newtons per kilogram. Do you guys remember that? Not sure if you remember that. But I'd be putting this equation in where I get 50 newtons of force gravity. Now I know, we actually already kind of know this, right? There's no other forces that are contributing to its vertical motion, whether upward or downward. It's just force of gravity. So I have an equal and opposite reaction force of force normal. Now, not equal and opposite necessarily. I've got a responsive or reactive force of force normal. And since there's no acceleration, right, I've got force normal and force gravity are equal, 50 newtons. Those are equal. It's not really what I'm here to talk about in scenario 1. Ultimately, the question is, if I have, and I can figure out all the forces on the free body diagram, okay, I have to ask myself a question, and it results, or it comes from this side. And the question is, do I have a net force? Meaning, are the forces balanced or unbalanced? I get this information, right? The info, right, comes from the free body diagram. The info comes from the free body diagram. I don't look at anything else, so I have to be really good at these diagrams and creating these, okay? You get to be really good at creating these. That's why we practiced them like too much in the last section, okay? So what's the info I have from the free body diagram? Okay, my force net, right, equals mass times acceleration. What forces do I have? Now we're looking horizontally, right? And the question is, right, balanced, right? I guess I should put that here. The question, balanced or unbalanced? Those are the questions. If they're balanced, right, what do we know about that? Acceleration equals 0. So net force equals 0. And that's kind of like our vertical situation where force gravity, or force normal, is up, so positive. Force gravity is down, so negative. And then equals 0. So since force gravity was 50, force normal, right, equals 0, force normal equals 50. Now, that's a lot of work for that result that you can make logical, but I'm just showing you how these questions work. You don't necessarily have to show it for this one. It's more appropriate with unbalanced because we do. I got 20 this way and 5 that way, okay? So if it's unbalanced, right, I do have acceleration. I go force net equals mass times acceleration. So I go over here, what are my forces from the free body diagram? That's force applied. If I say right is positive, minus force of friction equals mass times acceleration. The thing I don't know on this drawing is, I don't know anything about the acceleration. I know my forces, I know my mass, I don't know my acceleration, but we can get it because of the imbalance. Force applied, 20 newtons. Force friction, 5 newtons. Mass, 5 times acceleration. So this becomes 15, right, times 5 times acceleration. So I get 3 meters per second squared is my acceleration. There's a lot of things you can do mentally as far as, well, duh, the net force is 15, right? Divided by 5 gives you 3 meters per second squared, right? Even this, there are balanced forces. The acceleration is 0, so the upward force is equal to the downward force. Do that, right? But if you are someone who wants to take it step by step, let's take it step by step and work through that. So you can pause this, right? Don't, because I'll look awful. Maybe I should go hide behind the board. You can pause this and take some notes, but hopefully you're writing down. The info comes from the free body diagram. The question I asked, is it balanced or unbalanced? If it's balanced, acceleration equals 0, right? If it's unbalanced, my net force comes from my free body diagram. I find that net force, which is 15. I know my mass, and I find my acceleration. Okay, I'm going to go into video 2 and get that ready. So I hope that went well, and I hope that prepares you well enough to do our activity.